It's showtime, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We are here and ready to rock and roll. Rock, how the fuck are you?
Oh, I'm doing swell, Rich. How are you?
Doing fucking great.
Fucking phenomenal.
Doing fucking fantastic. Let's get this fucking show on the road.
Let's
This is the
do
Super
that.
Ugly Show. Super 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 Ugly Show. It's the Super Ugly Show.
Super Ugly Show here, Super Ugly brand.
Realm Network, Russo's brand.
You know, we're a real fucking show.
Yeah.
You know, we fuck around a lot of times, but dude, a lot of this shit, you know, it's how we were fucking brought up.
Super Ugly Show, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Tune in to us. You're gonna see new faces, old faces, people you never even fucking knew existed. It's gonna be chaos. Everyone's getting fucking crazy.
Who says these things? It's so stupid. Listen, you rub everybody the wrong way. Nobody likes you, bro.
No, you know what it is?
Nobody gives a shit about the RVD, all right, of the fucking brand. Nobody.
You're a madman. Do you know that? You're an absolute fucking madman. I don't even know who you are anymore.
That would be Anna who did the
You gotta be nice.
Mario
No,
artwork.
Why do we have to be nice? For what? Yo, Rocky, a bunch of shit just flew out of his nose. Oh, man.
Wait, what were we talking about?
Who the fuck knows, man?
We lost.
We lost everything. Yeah, who cares? We'll start over from fresh.
Like it's just another Tuesday.
No, that's it. Just another Tuesday. Wow, how have we grown? We've grown so much, Rich.
Just saying this. Just saying this.
What up?
Shots fired! Shots fired! Super Ugly Show, number 136. Up from the 36. Anyway.
I've been listening to a lot of Wu-Tang lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good for you. I'm real happy for you.
Why, you haven't?
No.
When was the last time you listened to their catalog?
Their catalog?
Yeah.
Well, we all know I celebrate their entire catalog.
You know the Wu-Tang first and second album was awesome.
Well, Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, Rich. So we all know that
That's
first and
retarded.
first and foremost.
Why you gotta make
we
the
all know
pun
that.
like I'm gonna be serious?
What, like radio?
It's a
See,
good-
I did it again.
It's a good fucking catalog.
I know it is. Well, it's a decent one.
You're
Let's-
downplaying it, but that's
no,
probably what
I'm
got
not.
you into
There-
hip-hop.
There is 75% trash in the collective Wu-Tang catalog.
Yeah, because they have a lot of songs, and they have a lot of people. But I'm saying the first and second album.
Second one could have been better if they took all the good songs and jammed them on one CD instead of having two.
True.
First one, absolute classic.
Perfect.
Front to back.
Yeah.
Perfect album.
Yeah.
So, speaking of Wu-Tang, let's let me address something real quick. I'm sick and tired of talking about this person. I really am. I haven't in months.
Oh, you're just shooting straight from the hip on this?
Straight from the hip. Haven't in months. And I get phone calls yesterday in regards to someone's getting lawyers because he thinks I'm a fake Twitter account. Of course, we all know we're talking about Danny Boy, Ho Cronin.
Which is particularly, I mean, like, in no way, form, or fashion have you ever betrayed the guy, like, to hide, and
Yeah,
do something
and
like
be
that.
mischievous, because that's me. Because, you know, that probably hours of trashing you on Periscope.
Yeah, that's more.
That was me hiding, right? That was me, like, being like, I should make a fake Twitter account. Either way, he tried to get reach to a certain somebody that we work with, and at the end, you'll know who that is and what the repercussions were. He tried to get reach to somebody and I guess maybe get us in trouble. And by the way, the lawyer thing, I'm not a child, Joe, like the rest of your audience. I'm not a 15, 16-year-old kid. I'm an adult. You should try being one. I know when you say I'm getting a lawyer, for one, it doesn't scare anybody. For two, the person who is doing this, hope you're listening, what you're doing is parody. You're not harassing Joe because you're not directing it towards him. So what you're doing is parody, and it's totally legal. How about that? So, whoever's doing it, I encourage you to keep doing it because I find it hilarious that this dummy thinks it's me wasting my time with a fake Twitter account.
I know 100% it isn't you.
Of course not.
It's just that's totally
like, of course. So what Ho Cronin tried to do is have someone reach out to Vince and get us in trouble because I spoke to Vince yesterday, and the first thing he asked me about was Ho Cronin and what's going on. And I told him, and Vince knows me well enough to believe me when I say, Vince, you know me well enough. Do I seem like the type of person to hide behind a fake account? And he immediately said, no, you don't. And then the sentence following that, because as everyone knows, we've been suspended from Russo's brand for about 6 weeks, but we haven't aired in 2 months. And because of Joe Cronin, Super Ugly Show's reinstated him back on the brand as of tonight.
Awesome. Thank you.
As of tonight.
That's good.
We're back on, baby.
Back on the brand. Back on the brand.
That was cute, Joe. It's weird that after all this time, your name still fucking comes up.
And he actually got us back on.
You're an obsessive weirdo, bro. Let it go. Let it go. I trashed you. You didn't even respond.
This is so old with this.
That's what I mean. Let it go, dude. Jesus.
We're not even in the same circle anymore.
Exactly. It's fucking. It's astounding. The idiocy coming out of that camp.
Idiocracy.
So no one can twist it. We love Ken and Foulmouth. We don't include them as part of that camp. They're Long Island boys. So for all the spinsters out there also, because Ken called me yesterday, that want to spin things on a tweet where I specifically said, not my boys from LI included in this, send it to Ken and go, oh, they're talking shit here. And Ken calls me, and of course, we laugh at how stupid you are. And then, whatever. We spoke, and, we're always good with them. We're not. But anyway, that's enough time wasted on them. So, this week, if you are listening to us on the brand or iTunes or Spotify or all those wonderful places you get your podcasts from, make sure you check us out Tuesday nights. We're live every Tuesday night starting at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got a phone number you can call. You can hang out in the chat room. It's a good time. Yeah. So check us out. Anyway, moving on from the
talking about missing from the Realm Network. Do you ever see the signs on the expressway? Missing adult. What is that?
It's an old person. It's what they call a gray alert, because the Amber Alert is something.
Well, somebody that's lost their brains.
Yeah, like an old person's lost. Yeah.
I can't find Rocky. He's supposed to be
Where
home.
the fuck is this guy?
He's supposed to be
just
home for
wandering
dinner.
around in Fawninville. Where am I?
Not even that. Your wife calls and it's just he's supposed to be home for dinner 2 hours ago. They put a big fucking Amber Alert on the LIE.
Could you imagine? You're driving down the road and you see
Jessica
Richie.
Jessica wants you home, Rocky.
I'd fucking kill her. I'd kill her.
So I always see them and just what the fuck?
Who loses these old people too? Get a fucking leash on this guy.
Yeah, at least
Jesus Christ.
hide your keys.
Because you know what happens? Now this fucking doddering old fool walks in front of my car and I kill him, and now I'm a murderer. Yeah. Because this dummy's wandering around because you couldn't keep a fucking leash on your fucking old fucker.
Yeah, the dementia will take a toll on you. Do you think you're the type of person that'll get dementia when you get older?
No, I got a pretty good memory.
Yeah?
Yeah, I hope not. I mean, it just comes on, doesn't it?
I'm not, dude.
I don't think it's like you show signs of it young.
I'm not, dude.
Oh, I hope so. I just fuck with you constantly.
That would be messy.
Oh, it'd be so much fun.
Yeah, but if you piss me off, I'll have retouch strength. I'll have special needs strength if you mess with me.
Anyway,
sorry. Apologize.
Bill Cosby's first week in jail. You know what I got sick of real quick during this whole Bill Cosby thing? All the funny people that are like, I bet he's going to get pudding, or the getting raped joke.
That's
or-
not. I don't know. I think it would be. I don't know.
Like
Yeah.
the second the sentence went out, I put out a tweet. You have 5 minutes, I'd say, for a news thing like that to get something out. If you do it after that 5 minutes, fuck you, you're a jerk off. Because the joke's already been done. And you would see him like a day or 2 or 3 days later.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, you can't fucking join in now. Oh, someone's already done that fucking 10,000 times. But his first week's in there, and he's like pretty much in solitary.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Yeah, he's just hanging out with the guards mostly. So, you know, what are you going to do? Fuck him, right? He's a fucking rapist. He deserves it. Yeah. Now, speaking of criminals, I thought of this the other day with this piece of garbage going in jail. Why is it someone who, let's say, just is a thief, didn't commit a violent crime, but just like did a bank heist or something, you know what I mean? Why do they and murderers and rapists get the same treatment in prison? Like the treatment you get should be given by the crime you've committed. So
Yeah.
rapists, murderers, you
Yeah.
get treated like shit.
Yeah.
Your food sucks. You know, if you're just like,
Well, hold on. Depending. Yeah, but that's all circumstantial.
no, because a murderer is a murderer,
No,
a rapist is a rapist.
no.
If you're convicted for it, yes.
Yeah, but some murder in my eyes is different than others.
Yes, and that's why we have second degree and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is,
Okay, so hold on.
like a blatant, like Jeffrey Dahmer,
Yeah,
he
okay.
was able to just chill a regular life with the rest of the fucking people.
I agree. The Jeffrey Dahmer murder is bad. But now what happens if you're in jail for murder because...
I hit an old man on the road.
Or...
But that's not murder.
A plain down murder.
Wait, hold on.
because,
No. Here's what you're forgetting. Murder means intent. Manslaughter, like an accidental type situation, is completely different.
Well, you said-
murder is intent.
Yes.
I said murder.
Yes.
That means intent to
Yes,
kill.
you said manslaughter. You said the manslaughter one. I didn't.
Yeah, but
What I'm talking
No,
about-
but I'm rebutting your thing because what you're trying to come up with something,
No,
and what
but
I'm
what
saying
happens-
is murder's murder.
All right, now what happens if a guy I don't know, fucked and hit your sister or something, and you go over there with the intent and the plain down
To beat him
motive
up.
to kill him.
Oh, that's murder.
Yeah, but he should get the same treatment as Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yes, you murdered someone. You should know better. I don't
if
care if he beat up my.
What if he raped your sister?
It doesn't matter. You're still not allowed to murder people. That's what the justice system is for. That person will get prosecuted and go to prison.
What if he raped or killed you know who or somebody else? Let's be fucking real. It's a different outlook.
I understand. But we live in a society where there's laws. Just because sometimes people do get off with the temporary insanity thing on those.
Yeah, all right.
So,
Which is rightfully so.
again, it's circumstantial. But what I'm saying is a violent rapist and violent murderers should not be in the same population as a thief
Yes.
or, you know,
I
an
agree.
assault,
I agree.
you know, inmate. You
Yeah.
know, it's...
It is. It's different.
Yeah, I don't think there should be, you know,
Yeah, going to jail for not paying like
and I
25
think those
tickets.
people should be treated like shit. I think it should be mandatory solitary. Your entire sentence. Fuck you. You're human garbage. You should be isolated. Fuck that. And this segues into another thing that you were bringing up. We had this article I saw. Now, of course, we all know we're in very touchy times right now. Touchy times. Careful what you say. Here's the article. Dear dads, your daughters told me about their assaults. This is why they never told you. This article bothers me, for one, because it kind of seems like they're placing the blame on the dads for not speaking up.
What is this article about?
It's about women and why they don't kind of speak up in these situations.
About what? Like if they get abused by somebody?
Yeah.
Not their dads. There's just a stranger or somebody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Big shout out to Opie Radio. Retweeted us, my man. Love that guy. Absolutely love him. But
Thanks, Hope.
now the reasoning in this, I understand. Because like you said, they say, I didn't want my dad to go and kill the guy. Or I didn't want him to go beat him up and go to jail. Or I didn't want him to cry, I read in this. And it's like...
Okay, so
But I'm your fucking father. I'm the first person you should be fucking telling. I'm your protector. No one else out here is your protector. That's my job as dad.
Yeah, but a lot of the times that's probably the mom being like, "Don't tell your father."
No, fuck that. And that's bad on the mom then. Because like I said, as the man of the house, as the man of the family, I'm supposed to be the one who protects you. And I should know about something like that immediately.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, okay.
Like, so if any girls are doing that, don't. Your father loves you tremendously. And yeah, it's going to hurt him and crush him, but...
You could connect after that, and at least...
And there will be no one that will go for blood. Not in a violent way. You know what I'm saying? But...
Yeah.
Than your father. He's going to want vengeance more than anyone.
Yeah.
More than anyone. Fuck that. Girls got to speak up, man. They really do. Like, I don't understand how, like, as men, we live in a world of you don't rat, but this isn't a don't rat situation. You know, this is someone fucking violated you horrendously. You need to fucking speak up about that shit.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of times
I know it's
you get-
embarrassing
you get-
and all
yeah.
that stuff. I know. I know.
You figure like a 13-year-old girl wants to say that she lost her virginity to the 45-year-old fucking neighbor.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said, do you think the 13-year-old girl is going to want her school and her friends to know that she lost her virginity to the 45-year-old neighbor?
Yeah. No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's fucking embarrassing. Now her future husband or whatever she has in mind, she doesn't have that to give him anymore.
No.
It's a fucking problem, bro.
It is.
And it's embarrassing.
I agree. But something should be done about it because now this asshole can go do it again.
Yeah. It sucks.
You know,
it's a
like
bad thing.
this isn't like a whoops I fucked up thing. People who do that continue to fucking do that. Look at Bill Cosby. He's a perfect fucking example. Got away with it for 50 years.
Yeah, but it's easier saying that in your position than it is for the person that gets it done.
I know. And
It's
I'm,
just fucked up.
Again, I'm sympathizing with them in their situation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is you can't allow
You can't
this
blame
be-
your father for that.
But you have to
Is
break.
that what that article says? That
No. The way it was kind of worded, though, it kind of like seemed like, you know, they're not speaking up because of their dads. But it's once you read it, it's not really like that. But I did take it that way at first. I
Yeah.
was like, now you're blaming a dad for them not opening their mouths. But once I read it, it wasn't really like that.
All right.
Yeah. So, but all right. Venom's coming out this week. Tom Hardy said.
Although it's hard to tell your dad shit like that, I know from experience. I waited for years to tell my pops about what happened to me when I was younger. Yeah, it's not an easy thing. It's just I read.
I
that from the
couldn't
comments.
imagine. I couldn't imagine, you know, having to confront a loved one with a horrible situation like that, and you know, explaining this situation.
Thank you for your input, by the way. It's that takes a lot of balls to speak up like that.
But yeah, honestly,
Person in the chat. Thank you.
But I really encourage women to open up and
Yeah.
say something, because if you don't, it's just going to keep happening, because that guy is a fucking monster.
You know what it is too? You have a disconnect from your father that you don't want to tell him something, and like
Yeah.
you could stray away, and your father's gonna be like, what happened? What changed in her?
Yeah.
And he's not gonna understand.
Yeah.
You know, and it's good to be close to your daughter and to talk to your kids about, you know, like everything.
Yeah.
You hide secrets, it's only gonna burn you inside, man.
Secrets. You ever see Your Highness, Danny McBride?
Yes.
Remember when they go visit the Oracle?
Oh my God.
It's like, from what I could tell, it sounds like my brother was jerking you off.
oh man.
That
Yo,
movie's fucking good.
I want to talk about waterbeds.
Dude. Legit.
Waterbeds.
I have it written down.
What? Do you really?
I swear to fucking God, dude.
Why would you have waterbeds in there?
Because me and Jess were talking about it, and then I went to see. I'm like, do they still sell fucking? do they still sell these fucking things? And they do. There's a
No.
fucking waterbed outlet.
No,
thing.
they don't.
I fucking swear to God, dude. And I was like, who the fuck? First of all, in the 80s,
In
you remember
the
you would go to
90s.
like your single uncles,
Yeah.
and he'd have the waterbed, and
you're
you'd be
like,
like, Uncle Frank is the best.
It was the best. It was the worst luxury of the 80s and 90s.
Oh my God! It was. Imagine trying to fuck on that thing.
And horrible. Your knees go right to the bottom.
You're not getting any stroke. You're
No.
all up like this.
It's the worst thing to have
How
sex
could you
in.
fuck on that?
Yeah, and it was supposedly the best sex experience to have.
No
on
way.
Sex. No, but that's what it was claimed to be.
Because think about it. Say you're mounted right behind a chick, and you're fucking trying to fucking get a good stroke in. That
yeah.
thing's all.
It controls your stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's you're just gonna. Yeah, you can't get this.
No.
And you can't get the penetration you want because now you gotta fight.
What you would
gotta
have to
fight the
do
wave.
is that old trick where you pin their arms behind their back and their heads in the fucking bed.
Yeah.
And then you just lean on their head. You could probably get a good stroke then because you'll be stable enough, you know? But she's not breathing, so you might kill her.
Yeah. Fucking unbelievable waterbed. What the fuck?
Dude, I had the tube waterbed. Remember the tubes?
Okay, yeah.
I had one of those.
Yeah, it was separate tubes.
And I
like
shit you not, fucking comfortable as hell.
Stop.
Because you can adjust the
Yes.
water the way you want in
It
each
was like
tube.
it was like the sleep number for the waterbed. That's yeah.
Here's the problem. Noisy as fuck. Because it's all like this kind of PVC lined.
And they rub together.
Yep. Noisy as fuck.
You can't get away with anything.
No. It was a nightmare. So, but very comfortable. But any maniac who would have a waterbed today,
Please,
dude,
yeah.
my wife, her brother popped their dad had a waterbed and they fucking popped it, flooded the whole house.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucking.
And that's the risk you're taking too. That thing gets fucking pierced, right? So you got a cat.
Yeah.
And you accidentally left the door open.
And that probably feels good for their paws to dig in.
And he puts a couple little holes in there and it's slowly leaking out while you're at work.
Yeah, another thing, Derek, thank you. My back, along with Derek's, would be so fucked up on a waterbed.
You'd
Can
be
you imagine
wrecked.
the distortion?
How do you
on-
get a comfortable position? Like you would just sink in and then just. No, it'd be great though if that big titted blonde showed up like in Nightmare on Elm Street 4.
Yeah.
Then the waterbed's worth it, right?
Yeah, then it's worth it, of course.
But what a great scene.
Yeah, you have Joey always dreaming about tits.
Yeah, always.
What the
And
fuck?
blondes too. I don't
Yeah.
know what his taste is. I'm
Dude,
not a fan.
Every
Not a
time
fan.
he's always dreaming about some fucking tits.
Yeah, every time. That kid's one horny fucker.
Yeah, you gotta
he's
love it.
really fucking horny. Speaking of horror movies, we are in October.
Yes.
In October in my house, every day, horror movie. Every
That's-
night,
That's
I
my
should say.
365, but
Yeah, it goes on throughout the year,
but
but
it's-
it's mandatory.
Yes.
Horror. If we're watching a movie, it's horror.
Yeah.
So last night we started it off. Friday the 13th, Part 5, The New Beginning.
why was that your choice? Because that's not really a.
Adam wanted to watch a Friday the 13th, and the kills in that movie
Awesome.
are great. Some of the best in Friday the 13th history.
Yeah.
There's one specifically that I saw last night, and man, is it vicious and creative and so simple. When the guy's fucking the chick in the woods, Jason, which spoiler alert, this isn't Jason in this. This is a human. This is a human mind who did everything in this movie. You have to remember that.
Okay.
I never looked at it from that point of view until last night. So the girl's laying there naked. He comes over with like shears almost, and he slams them in both eyes,
Yes.
and then closes it.
Yeah.
That is fucked up.
Yeah.
But that's not even the best kill. The best kill to me is when the boyfriend comes up and he sees his dead girlfriend. He kind of in shock backs up, and there's a tree. The killer, Jason,
Had the leather strap.
has a leather strap and throws it around the belt, around the guy's eyes,
And
and,
then
starts twisting it with a fucking stick.
Yeah.
Until his face just crushes.
Yeah.
That is fucking brilliant as
See-
far as kills go,
You're
because it's
lucky-
so simple and so like you could just imagine the tightness on that dude's face and just the pressure until it snaps his fucking skull in.
It's a good thing that that movie has a lot of kills in it. A lot of good ones, at least. Because I disagree with you, and I think that the fat kid bugging the guy with the axe
That one's brutal
is
too.
the best kill of that whole fucking... And hilarious,
Well,
my
that kid
man.
was mad annoying. Let's all be honest.
Dude, tell me that wasn't
You
the
know?
funniest...
But dude, he hacked the shit out of him. His arm was off.
He fucked him up
When they
bad.
lift the sheet, his arm is removed.
What was he saying to him again? He went about the candy
He
bar?
goes, well, if you're gonna talk to me like that, then
Just
forget it then.
it. Yo, dude, that was...
And this dude just snaps. He goes, what the fuck does this fat fuck just say to me? And fucking axes him in the back. Oh, he fucking cleavers the shit out of him.
He deserved it.
He did. He was annoying shit. He walks over to the nice white sheets. This sloppy fat fuck.
Yeah.
He doesn't even realize
just candy
he's got
bar.
fucking chocolate all over his face. It's all over his fucking hands. He's got a fucking chocolate bar hanging out here, hanging out
God.
here. Every pocket.
so
This
annoying.
fatso's got a fucking chocolate bar.
Did he put it on the thing too?
Yeah,
On the
and
wood?
he goes, let me help with the sheets. And he grabs them and puts chocolate all over these
Yeah.
clean white sheets,
Yeah.
you fat fuck.
Yeah.
He deserved it.
He
He,
did
was a
deserve it.
prick.
Yeah. That was
He-
come on now, was that the best kill? I had to assuage you a little bit.
It's not because the viciousness of the other one. I'm a vicious kill guy.
Yo, he fucking
No,
killed
no,
the
no, no.
he
But
killed-
but we're
he
making
killed the kid for annoying
we
him.
can't make a comedic fucking sidebar about that kill.
But it was a nasty kill.
No, but see, I'm a gorehound though, Rich, and a kill I like vicious. That's why Michael Myers in Halloween 2 is arguably my favorite Michael Myers, not Halloween, because he fucking murders people in that movie.
Yeah.
He doesn't just kill you; he
Right.
fucks you up.
He's very very strong with the kills.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we got the new Halloween coming out October 19th. I cannot fucking wait.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked about this on air yet, but this solidifies my man, Michael Myers, as the horror icon king.
Yeah, you
And
said this.
here's why.
You said this.
On here,
No, but yeah,
Oh,
you
here's
told me
why.
about this. And you had some good points on it.
Jason and Freddy are in limbo. Freddy, we've all found out, unless a miracle happens, is irreplaceable.
As far as
Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, Jason is in limbo.
There's talks Kevin Bacon that could,
I said that on my Periscope. I could buy into that.
and what you said about Freddy he should be a longer, a taller.
Yeah,
slender
he should
last
be
week.
more of an imposing character. Not big like Tyler Mane was as Michael Myers, but
a slim.
at least like 6 foot. So,
Yeah.
but like long and gangly, almost like Kendall Grove.
Well, that's how
You know what I mean? That's how Robert England was.
Yeah.
So that's the image we have of Freddy. Jackie Earl Haley, don't get me wrong, did fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's stubby.
But he's my height.
You might have said this on the last show.
I'm not
sure.
intimidating.
Yeah.
You know, so
But yeah, so Michael Myers, him productively being in
Richie,
throughout the 70s,
Rich,
80s, 90s, 2000s, and 2010s
4 decades.
has not stopped.
4 decades he's ruled horror.
And you're right.
And they're already predicting this
He
movie's
didn't rule horror in the 80s. In the 80s, that was Nightmare on Elm Street.
2, 4, and 5.
But he got the rest of he
No,
got the
no,
rest of
no.
them.
I'm not saying he ruled every decade.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying is he was fucking very prevalent. I'll reach under there and grab that mask to show Frankie. But he says if you don't own one, you ain't shit. Come on, Frank. But he's had solid hits every decade, and he's still cranking them out.
Wait, hold on. I don't know about. I mean, the one with the Busta Rhymes, that was, I don't know about how solid that was. But
Yeah, but then Rob Zombie fucking hooked it up. And H2O wasn't bad. The one with Jamie Lee Curtis. H2O
The one
wasn't
with
bad.
LL Cool J?
Yeah. That one wasn't
It
bad.
wasn't too bad, but
But then Rob Zombie saved the day in that decade because Halloween came out 2007.
yeah.
So that still counts as that decade. Was it all stuck together?
Yeah, it's a little stuck.
Oh my goodness. It's like the real fucking Michael Myers thing now. Yeah, it's been sitting down here forever. That thing's jacked up. Wow. Yeah. I got a Captain Spaulding one down there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's the king.
Yeah, he is. I'll give it to you.
And I'm hearing good things about this movie too. I'm really fucking stoked to see it.
Danny McBride.
He wrote it with I forget the other guy's name, but he wrote it. And then Venom's coming out this week. I'm not hearing anything good about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
And Tom Hardy even said the best fucking 30 minutes ended up on the cutting room floor. So there's always that. Night of the Living
Wait,
Dead.
what does that mean?
That the stuff they cut out. Here's my beef with Venom too, by the way. The whole fucking time they were telling us it's going to be a rated R Venom. I even pulled up an article where the fucking director said it's going to be a rated R Venom. And then yesterday I read an article with this cocksucker where he's like, I never said it would be rated R.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
He can go fuck himself. I'm not watching it.
Yeah. I'm going to watch it just because, but I'm not looking forward to it. Night of the Living Dead turned 50. All right.
I love it.
Amazon, these cocksuckers. These are the biggest fucking scumbags in the world. Jeff Bezos is the richest fucking guy on the planet. The head of the guy who created Amazon.
Yeah.
Do you know their fucking workers were making minimum wage $7.25?
Really?
Who the fuck can live on $7.25 an hour?
Nobody.
No, you can't fucking do anything with $7.25 an hour.
You can hardly live on double that.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking insane. You're the richest, arguably biggest company on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
And that's how you treat your fucking workers, you piece of shit?
Yeah.
That is fucking garbage, dude. That is straight up garbage. That disgusted me. I didn't like that at all. Not one bit. Creed 2, second trailer came out. We saw Rocky and Drago face to face. So my theory about Drago doesn't seem to be true.
Yeah, especially if the kid is calling him out. That means that that means that Ivan has his back.
Now, that makes Ivan Drago
One of the nastiest motherfuckers
Yeah.
who ever graced cinema.
I killed your father, and now I'm sending my son to kill you.
Yeah.
If I was Rocky, I'd be like, are you fucking kidding me, bro? We wouldn't even get to the ring. I'd be like, well, first of all, I fucked you up last time. Where the fuck do you get it off to come after my best friend's son? You've been
up.
training this kid his whole life to fucking come after this kid? Fuck you.
Yeah. Even like, because I had Rocky 4 before I came here. But even like after like somebody beat somebody in the ring, you would always like, the beef is squashed.
I thought it was.
But, if he dies, he dies.
Because remember at the end, he comes up, he goes, you're great. Remember?
Yeah.
With his stupid Russian accent.
All right, let's talk about the trailer in general. The trailer, I watched it with Frankie for the first time. What's up, Frankie?
Did you guys jerk off like in your own hand, or did you
No.
each grab each other's dick and do
No,
it? You
we both
fucking-
had huge boners.
Yeah.
But how great did they edit these trailers for the movie?
That was great.
How the beat goes and you see you
Yeah.
see the sun doing it.
And they're in the desert for some reason. That I liked. And Duke Jr.'s in it.
Oh, Little Duke.
Yeah.
Little Duke.
Yeah, little Duke's in it. I saw him in Creed's Corner.
You did.
Yeah. Which he's played
That
by
makes me so happy.
Wood Harris.
Wood Harris,
Who
yeah.
was Avon Barksdale in The Wire.
I told you thought it was his brother or something. I told him.
Yeah, I thought it was their brother.
I'm like,
because
no.
Apollo had 2 other kids.
Yeah. He did.
Remember? He had a boy and a girl.
Yeah. But I was like, nah, that's Duke's son.
I didn't pick up on that the first time I saw it. I thought it was his brother.
Yeah, that's Little Duke.
Yeah, but stoked to see he's in there. And guys, real quick, we just hit 700 subs.
Did we really?
Yeah, we did, buddy.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we did.
Subscribe.
All right, what else do we got? Let's
Hit
get
the
out.
bell. Hit the bell. After you hit subscribe, hit the bell so it lets you know that we're going live. Gives
Yeah.
you a little thing.
Let's get away from movies for a minute and let's go back to the interwebs. Came out today. Pornhub is the 6th most popular website on the planet.
Wow.
Over Netflix, Google, Amazon, YouTube, Facebook,
Yeah.
Twitter, Wikipedia, eBay, Instagram, Pornhub.
Yeah.
There's only 5 other websites.
ones are those?
I didn't write those down. I didn't even think to. That was
Now-
dumb. I should have.
I was on Pornhub last night for a minute. I just browsed through.
That is crazy,
Yeah,
though. Like,
it's a
that tells you a lot about the planet.
yeah.
You know what I
We
mean?
love
Like,
sex.
yeah, people are obsessed with sex.
Yeah. We got to get into the
They
sex.
say men think about it, what, like it's something like every 30 seconds or some crazy shit like that?
We got to get into the sex business.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Maybe like developing toys or like, I don't know, putting something out there.
Coming up with something new.
Yeah, like some kind of an invention.
Yeah, but
or
now they got
something.
these fucking robot dolls. Dude, it's fucking crazy now.
They'll jerk you off. And
It's fucking nuts what they got now. Trying to come up with something new is, I mean, after the robot doll, I mean, the next step is a woman.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
So,
It's got to be something we could do.
I don't know. I mean, you can always make porn, but who buys porn?
Yeah, it's
Pornhub,
free.
it's free.
It's free.
And, 6th fucking biggest website in the planet. That is crazy. That's fucking nuts. California is now letting you bring weed on the plane. You can leave California with 28.5 grams, which is half a gram over an ounce, or is 1 ounce.
What? Really?
Yeah, 28 grams in an
Now,
ounce.
are they
right?
learning the airport that you're going to?
No, now here's the thing. It's fly at your own risk. So if you go to another state where it's not legal, that's on you.
Yeah.
You know?
So if you were a smuggler, you would want to take that plane from
you're gonna
California to Maine, and then from Maine.
For a whole 28.5 grams, Rich. Yeah, you're gonna be real fucking Scarface with that fucking bundle.
I'm saying smuggler in the fact of like you want to. Yeah, I don't know. Your cousin wanted to bring weed for you.
And now here's the thing: every state has.
Scarface.
Yeah, watch out for this fucking guy. He's got 28 grams of pot. Fucking move over, Escobar.
I was gonna sing that song from Scarface, that fucking 80s.
Flash dance with the yayo. It's my jam. Their dancing's the worst. So he's just doing this.
Yeah, he's just hopping around like a.
And she's kind of like voguing a little bit. It's so bad. Where you from? Baltimore? What is that? A bird? He's such a retard too. Fucking Scarface.
Can't talk.
Yeah. Oh, he's such an idiot.
Yeah.
All right. This drives me nuts with satellite radio. This is the one thing that really fucking makes me insane. I go to, let's say, like the throwback hip hop station, and Whoop There It Is on.
Oh, fuck.
Or Sir Mix-a-Lot, or the Come On Ride the Train.
Ain't that dance. Ain't that bad. Compared to Whoop There It Is.
Here's the thing, though. What DJ's going, I bet someone's going to want to hear this. No one wants to hear that.
Yeah.
No one.
I mean,
why are DJs still playing those songs? Why is the Macarena or Mambo number 5 still coming? No one wants to hear these songs.
I don't particularly want to hear them.
There It Is. And Daisy Dukes. That's another one that always comes on. I'm
I
like,
don't want to hear that.
who's in their car going, come on, baby? You know, like, yes! Fucking Daisy Dukes is on.
Yo, talking about music real quick. I was thinking of this today, and I was called un-American because I really don't know Elvis's like catalog.
I don't know how that's un-American.
Well, I was told
that's a little
that I'm like, I was
far-fetched.
never really put on.
But you know the basics, right? Love Me Tender, Hound Dog, Jailhouse Rock, you know.
Yeah, but I was told
Blue
that
Suede
as an American,
Shoes.
we should know more of Elvis.
Elvis has got some good shit, though. He does. I listen to some Elvis. I don't celebrate his whole catalog like the Wu-Tang.
No, not the whole catalog, but I'm saying like a lot of his songs, and I kind of felt a little like maybe I am fucked up for not knowing more.
You
of
should
Elvis.
know more. One of my favorite songs is by Elvis, Suspicious Minds. It's fucking awesome.
Really? How does it
go? We can go on together with suspicious minds. No.
I got no. It sounds great coming.
Yeah, I know. I'm Elvis impersonator. But I really like that song. That song's great, and it's Elvis. So I had something else I wanted to talk about. Did I go over this with you? You had to give up one for the rest of your life. I think I talked about this with the girls and got their opinions. So let's get yours. You have to give up one. Blowjobs or a really good oiled hand job.
What kind of blowjob?
A blowjob, you know.
Oh, good one?
Yeah, it's good. It's not like TV and shit.
It's not going to feel as good as the hand job, though.
An oiled hand job is something to fucking really cherish.
You can really like wreck the whole shit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I am gonna go. Well, I could finish in the mouth. I'm gonna go with the BJ.
See, I'm going oiled hand job every time.
I know it's gonna feel better. I'm probably gonna regret that decision after I make that, but
because what's really the great pleasure of finishing in her mouth? Because then she just goes.
The vision.
You don't see it.
What?
You don't see it.
The vision of it happening is where it's at.
Yeah, the vision of it is very cool, but I think I gotta go oiled hand job still because it just feels better.
You're probably right on this one, but I'm still gonna go with my answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a drug face off.
A what?
Drug face off. Bringing this one back. Haven't done it. We've only done it once.
Okay.
I found another one.
Okay.
Chong or Slater.
What is this now?
Drug face off. Who's the better druggie? Chong.
Chong.
Cheech and Chong.
Okay.
Or Slater. Dazed and Confused.
Or Slater. Slater is who?
He's the long-haired one. He's all right, you know.
Okay.
Are you cool, man? You know that guy?
Yeah, I'll go Cheech and Chong.
Not Cheech and Chong, just Chong.
Yeah, I'll go Chong.
You going Chong?
Yeah.
I think I go Slater.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? He
Because
wasn't-
Chong seems like he'd be annoying to be around.
Yeah, but Slater wasn't.
You know, like I wouldn't want to hang around with Chong. He's a fucking nuisance. He's always getting into dumb shit. And,
Yeah, but that's what makes it fun.
yeah, I'm not saying who's funnier. Who's the better druggie? Who would you? It's more of a who would you rather hang out with scenario.
My partner in crime.
Yeah,
I'm still gonna go Chong
I'm going Slater.
because Slater's not gonna be useful at all.
He's got Bud.
Yeah, but not like
Actually, he
that.
doesn't. He bought Bud from fucking.
Yeah, so you guys are gonna be wondering where
Pickford.
the hell you're gonna get Bud from, and he's gonna have nothing to bring to the table. No ideas, no shit.
Yeah, but he was funny, and he was the kind of guy you could break his balls, and he kind of rolled with the punches.
Yeah, still Chong.
Yeah, I'm going Slater. All right, you got to fight one.
I love these.
RoboCop or Terminator? No guns, hand-to-hand combat.
And he has no guns.
It's straight up hand-to-hand, MMA style, to the death.
You're saying RoboCop or the Terminator? Why would you even? It's not even a fucking close fight.
No, who do you want to fight?
Yeah, it wouldn't even be a close fight.
Of course not.
No, I'm saying as far as comparing who to. I couldn't last that long with the Terminator. The RoboCop is getting fucked up for a little bit before he gets me.
You think you're fucking up RoboCop a
He's
little
got
bit?
Human eyes. He has human eyes. He has to look at.
How are you gonna get in on that guy?
What do you mean? He's a fucking slow robot.
He's got that fucking. He's not slow, dude. When he fucking shoots, bro,
Ah,
he's
fuck
fucking
that
firing
guy.
quick.
Fuck that guy. Fuck the RoboCop is a fucking dummy, and he sucks. The RoboCop
Whoa.
always sucked.
Whoa.
He sucks. Come
RoboCop
on.
1 is good. Stop it.
Yeah, I'm saying the movie wasn't that bad, but RoboCop as a police officer or a killing machine
All right.
sucks.
I'm going to hurt a lot of people's feelings here. Terminator 1 is a bore fest, all right?
No, Terminator 1 was fucking gruesome as hell.
I don't
man.
care for it. Terminator 2, good. Edward fucking, what's his dumb face?
Love that guy.
He is the most, it's Anakin Skywalker from Phantom Menace and that kid, as far as most annoying kids in movies. Dude, he's constantly screaming and screeching.
He is
and,
annoying.
Mom, come on! Shut up.
He is annoying.
Your mom's the fucking the warrior here, not you. Keep your mouth shut.
I troll RoboCop until he killed himself. As Matt Davey said. Captain Spaulding says RoboCop is a pussy. Dude, let's be real, man. Come on, RoboCop. Who the fuck would you? You would rather fight RoboCop?
Yeah, I'd definitely fight RoboCop.
Oh,
I'm not
so
fighting the
dumb.
Terminator.
You're making me look like an asshole for saying RoboCop.
Well, I wanted to see if you fall into the trap.
You fuck.
Um,
shit.
We kind of talked about something like this, but not
Yeah,
exactly like
Repeat
this.
it. We got new listeners.
I'm at work, and you know that kid that talks wrestling to me?
Yeah.
Comes up to me and he goes, I got trapped because now I avoid him at all costs. Like I literally
You
will go-
always avoid
Yeah.
it. You avoided him like a few weeks ago.
And
again.
I got cornered, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And he looks down. He's like, "Oh, not good." I'm like, "Oh, fuck." You know, what is this fucking kid gonna burden me with? You know what he burdens me with?
Wow.
My grandfather just died.
I think he said this.
Did I?
I think you said this.
Did I?
Yeah, you said this.
All right.
Yeah, and that's just
Because
yeah.
I have stuff in here that I didn't delete, and I don't know if I got to it, but
Yeah, that's good. We just rekindle like that feeling is.
yeah,
it's a-
don't put that. I don't know you like that. When now I have to show this fake, like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, like, I'm not sorry. I don't know your
Wait,
grandfather,
God forbid the full words "sorry to hear that" comes out of your fucking mouth.
but no one means it. That's the thing. So
Yeah, but
now
m-
we're forced
Yeah, but
to
maybe-
say sorry to hear that.
Maybe if he's having a bad day and you need him to do something, he's like, "Listen, I'm all flustered. My fucking grandfather just."
I don't
passed."
give a shit. You have a fucking job to do. Do it.
You're a prick.
No.
You're a real.
Then why are
fucking
you
prick.
here? If you need the fucking time off, it's your grandfather. You shouldn't even be here.
You're a real fucked up guy.
Now you're walking around telling me about your dead grandfather, and I gotta fucking pretend to feel bad about it. No, thank you. Leave it to yourself.
I think we just lost a couple subs now. Down to $6.99.
No, we're still at 700.
Wait till it goes through because there's a little bit of a delay.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
That's so funny. You prick.
here's something I realized now: being an adult of my own, a homeowner, and having children, I would never deprive my children of air conditioning.
Yeah.
To me, it's number one utility. Number one, air conditioning.
Yeah.
Everything else,
You could use candles for light.
I can figure it out.
Yeah.
Air conditioning in the summer, 1,000,000% necessary.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, my mother would open the fucking window
Oh, I hate that.
and put a wet rag on my fucking head.
No, she would.
Not even a fucking fan,
Oh my
Richie.
God.
And don't get me wrong, on every other aspect, my mother was fucking great. I'm not downplaying my mother at all.
The
But I
AC,
look
no.
back on this as me and Jess were laying in bed, and I go, you know, when I was a kid, I didn't even have a fucking fan.
That's so fucked.
And I would sit there with just a sheet, and then half the time I'd throw it off because I'm so fucking hot that's
Yeah.
just sticking to me. I was like, you couldn't even get me a fucking fan?
That sucks.
Like, what part of the game is that?
Yeah.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it is fucked up.
To me, if you don't have air conditioning at your house and you invite me over in the summer, I'm not coming over.
No, why would you?
Yeah, don't expect me to ever show up to your fucking house more than 10 seconds because I'm not sitting there sweating, uncomfortable. No, thank you. No, thank
Not
you.
unless you're in the backyard in the pool.
But another thing about this house too, a funny thing. When we were kids, there was like this crawl space underneath the house, right? And you would have to go through the deck and crawl about maybe 6 feet under the deck, and then the crawl space was connected to like a well kind of type thing in the house. And you would crawl in, and it was all cemented, and maybe like this high. You know what I mean? And in the middle of it, maybe like 6 foot long by like 4 foot wide, was just this carved out rectangle into the ground.
This is like that movie.
What movie?
Was it The Ring? Not The Ring. What? There was a movie where there was this like a well inside the garage of the house.
I don't know.
I forgot what the fuck it was. A horror movie. I
don't know.
I've seen so many horror
But-
movies, I forget. But good.
We would go under there as kids, and I mean young kids, like 6, you know what I mean? And if you went in, like me and my cousin would go in, you couldn't get out on your own. You know,
Oh.
like someone had to kind of pull you, and then you would pull yourself out.
Yeah. What was the well used for?
I don't know. I don't know what it was there for. We never got an explanation because we were always told, don't go under there. But of course, we always did. And one time, like my brother and his friend, they wrote 666 on there and like the Devil's Star and
Yeah,
all this
yeah.
shit. And my cousin,
To spook him out?
Taylor, they brought him in and they fucking freaked him out. And he was in the hole and then they dipped
No.
and fucking left.
How long did they leave him in there for?
Not long, but dude.
5 minutes? 10 minutes? 10 minutes will drive you crazy.
And I look back at that and go, you generation of kids are the biggest bunch of fucking pussies ever. Because, yeah, he cried and flipped out, but that was part of life growing up in
Yeah.
our time. Shit like that happened with your brothers or your fucking neighbors
Eat
fucked
it.
with you.
Eat
Yeah.
it.
I remember one time we locked this kid in a trunk. I was in Texas. I was in 5th grade. I just remembered this fucking story. Well, isn't that funny how shit comes back like that? And we were at this kid Preston's house. Preston, can't remember his last name. But this fat kid Chris, we were like, dude, go in the trunk and we'll fucking shut it and we'll let you out.
Yeah.
And he fucking jumps in, of course. We fucking close the trunk. We don't let him out. And I mean, screaming like he was lit on fire.
Yeah.
Screaming like, let me out. Fucking going nuts.
Not a care.
Not a care at
No.
all. Let him out, and it wasn't my house, so I just walked home. Preston got in mad trouble. Well, fuck him. Fuck Preston.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't get in trouble. Fuck that kid, too, for crying, you little baby, and then you go rat. Come on. Fucking Texas kids.
Kid could have died in there.
They got
Texas
a
is
tough
hot.
he would have been all right.
Oh, fuck.
That's good stuff. But yeah, dude, when we were kids, we'd do some dumb shit. I remember my grandfather, we had like a, not a barn, but it was like a barn. And he had all these tools and all sorts of shit in there. And I remember we found these big railroad spikes.
Yeah.
Me and my brother. And we were like, fuck, these are awesome. And we had this huge fucking tree. Had to have been there fucking probably hundreds of years next to my house. And we take these fucking railroad ties and start nailing them into the fucking tree. And just, my grandfather comes home. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? He's like, what are you doing? And we're like, well, we were making like a ladder to go up. He's like, you use these fucking nails. Flipped out on us. The tree died. Like,
Oh, man.
yeah. He was really fucking pissed. But we just look at it as like, what, dude? It's fucking nails. Get over it.
Yeah, nails kill trees.
What do we know? We were kids. Don't have that. He
Yeah,
had
no.
a grinder. We would just go down there and take nails and just fucking grind them down just to watch the sparks.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell the story the one time we went into the abandoned house and lit the curtains on fire?
You might have.
And the guy was in the house?
Yes, you did.
Well, let me maybe,
Yeah, just say it.
Me and my brother, there was like a field, like kind of like Sandlot, where we would all play football and shit. And our house was literally, the backyard of my house was connected to this area. And across it was this other house where this kid lived. We know him. I forget his name now. But they moved out. So me and my brother, we had sparklers. We're like, hey, let's go in that house. And fucking, again, I'm like 7, 8 years old. Let's go in that house. We'll fucking light the sparklers off. So we're in there, and brilliant us, we go, let's light the curtains on fire. Why not, right? With
Yeah.
the sparkler, though. So the curtains fucking now go up. The house is fucking going up. All of a sudden, some fucking guy comes running out of one of the rooms. It's like, hey, what are you doing? And we're like, oh, shit. And we just fucking took off and ran. Never got caught for
Really?
it. I don't know if he was a homeless guy, a murderer. He could have been in there fucking cranking out a load. Who knows? Scared the shit out of us, and we just fucking bolted, dude.
Oh, my God.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
The
There's
shit
the-
you would do though as a kid,
Yeah.
and now kids today, I could never imagine my son coming to me with one of the stories that I had, throwing rocks from the woods at fucking moving cars.
Yeah.
We would just sit in the woods and pelt fucking rocks at
Yeah.
moving cars.
All the forest fires.
The woods,
the
right
forest
next to my
fire
house,
woods.
no less. It's not like we went far.
Yeah, the woods that used to catch fire would be bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
We almost had a bad one. We managed to get it out. This is how dumb me and my brother were. We were going to egg someone's house. We're like, oh, there's eggs in the house. Let's egg someone's house. Who do we egg? The fucking house literally across the street from us.
Oh, my God. You dumb fucks.
We got caught, of course. You know. But
How come Halloween, this is October. Halloween, people don't throw eggs.
no,
Or,
there's no toilet paper.
they don't put the needle in the,
Nope,
in the,
the
shaving
shaving
cream.
cream.
And melt the fucking tip so that the shaving cream goes far and let the eggs sit out for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And let it collect fucking,
Yeah.
and let them get rotten.
Dude, I remember one time we filled up a fire hydrant with piss.
It's
Remember
just-
the fire hydrants that
Yeah.
people had? We filled it up with piss. We had frozen paintballs. We'd freeze the paintballs and then fucking fire them off.
Where
we were
is the
fucking,
fun?
That's not fun for other people. It's fun for us. But yeah, there's none of that mischief. And
What about the sock with the powder in it?
I never did that. That was always stupid to me.
Yeah, but when you were younger, it was good.
No.
Like young.
Even then, I always looked at it. It was like you're wasting your time with that. You're
Yeah,
just
but
carrying
you wanted to hit 'em
around.
with something too. It was like a
Who were
pillow.
you hitting with that?
Those things would hurt.
Yes, I understand that.
And when you got close quarters, you wanted the.
Who did you hit with that? Ryan?
No, all the kids in the fucking neighborhood, bro. That thing hurt.
You guys are a bunch of fucking nerds running around with your fucking
Nerds.
socks.
Dude, if I was to show you, if I had pictures of what we had for artillery, we had every single thing.
Dude, we used to get like those covert op mesh face masks. You know what I mean? Where it's almost like a stocking, but it's not. It's more mesh.
Okay.
And if you don't cut the holes out of them, you can't see the person behind it at all. So I'd get them for fucking everybody. We'd go out 20, 30 deep, and I'd fucking get a shit ton of them. I'd be like, here, bro, everyone. We'd have camouflage. We'd have fucking black. We'd have all sorts of different colors. We'd all throw our hood ups, put these fucking things on, and run around the fucking neighborhoods causing havoc.
Yeah,
havoc.
it's funny. The worse, like the more I didn't like a costume, the worse they got it from me. And I have no like, I don't hold back. Even when I'm fighting, I just beat the guy till he can't get up. Like I have no mercy. So when I seen one of the kids I was younger. I seen one of the kids from the neighborhood. He had all like brown paint on his face.
Brown paint. What was he going in
It
blackface?
covered his whole face.
Should have beat him up just for being a racist.
I asked him who he was. He said Evander Holyfield.
Yeah,
we
he's
beat
racist.
We beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, let's see how tough you are, Holyfield. All right, fuck boy, let's go.
We beat the shit out of him. So,
Dude, and he should have got beaten up every fucking foot after that, because to walk around that you're going to be Evander Holyfield, you better be able to back that shit up too. Because a lot of people are going to fucking test you. You know who I am? I'm Mike Tyson. I'm going to bite your fucking ear off. Fucking Evander Holyfield. Fuck you. I don't like that.
all right. So, yeah, we're back on Russo's brand.
Yeah,
And,
we are.
And, yeah, we're going to make it work. Sounds fucking great.
Here's another fucking thing too, real quick, about my childhood that I look back on and go, what are you guys, fucking stupid? My grandfather, someone got us a basketball hoop for Christmas, right? Legit. But you had to concrete it into the ground. So my grandfather decides put it in the backyard. Right?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. Except he never poured concrete for the court.
No.
So we just had a dirt patch.
No.
I swear to God,
Why
dude.
would he do that?
Biggest fucking waste of a basketball hoop in the history of the fucking planet. We never used the thing.
It's for the first day or two you tried to.
Never used it. Because me and my brother looked at each other and go, there's fucking dirt.
Just dirt.
You can't play basketball on fucking dirt, you fucking old idiot.
Why would he do that? Was
I
he
don't
planning
know.
to?
My grandfather was a real fucking curmudgeon. No one really liked him.
Oh
You
my
know.
god.
Great guy, though. He served in World War II. So
Nobody liked him. He's a fantastic guy.
He liked me, so I had no beef with him. But, all right. It looks like we're wrapping it up here, Rich.
That's it, bro.
That's it. Yo, guys. All the new people who checked out, if you did, thank you. 9 o'clock, because I know you all tuned in looking for you know who. The beautiful and lovely, sexiest podcaster on the planet, JRabbit55 on Twitter. She's coming up in just 30 minutes on This Is Life. It's going to be her and her amazing co-host, yours truly, Mr. Double Duty, Mr. Tuesday Night. And we have Madalena with us tonight. So make sure you're tuning in 30 minutes from now. Same channel, Super Ugly Show. See you next Tuesday.